Hey everybody, I'm Sid Rosenberg. Welcome back to The Odds Couple for week number 4 of the NFL season. Sitting here with expert handicapper, my dear friend, Mark Lawrence of Playbook.com. How are you, pal?
Just terrific, Sid. Week 4, can you believe it? The National Football League.
It is moving along very, very quickly. The trends were hot last week. Your picks were hot last week. We touched on 3 key trends to start the show every week. Last week, the database comes back a perfect 3-0, Mark Lawrence. Now an unbelievable 7-2 for the season. Last I checked, that's a winning percentage of nearly 80%.
I like those numbers, Sid. Those are terrific numbers.
Let's do it again this week. Another 3-0. Here we go. Trend number 1, Mark. The Bengals visit their favorite place on Sunday, take on your Cleveland Browns. Your database says week 4 has been a little trouble spot here for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Week 4 has been a horrible black hole for the Cincinnati Bengals. Check those numbers out, Sid. If you look at week number 4 of this football team, the last 21 years, 4-17 straight up and 2-19 to the spread. They just don't perform the 4th week of the season for whatever reason. Now they're going up to the dog pound to take on their rival Cleveland Browns. Look out, Bengals. The Brownies could upset in this football game.
We'll talk more about this game later on in the pick segment. Trend number 2, Mark Lawrence. The Saints trend has hit for 2 straight weeks. Now let's go for the trifecta this week against the visiting Carolina Panthers.
Well, it's flat out simple, Sid. You've got in New Orleans, you've got the if you call it the bullseye on their back,
yeah,
okay,
defending
Super Bowl champion. But they've always been horrible, has New Orleans at home in the role of a division home favorite. Now, 2-15 to the spread when they lay 7 or more points at home in division football games here. I know the Panthers aren't right. I know that you have a mismatch in Clausen and Breeze, but 2-15 to the spread says take the points with Carolina.
13.5, too. That is a very, very large spread.
Yes,
finally, trend number 3, Mark. The Dolphins come off a home loss to the New York Jets on Sunday. Now they host Bill Belichick's Patriots for some Monday night football. Will the Dolphins lose 2 divisional games in a row at home?
Well, if you like numbers, you like the fact that Bill Belichick just stomps on football teams when they're off a straight-up and favorite loss in their previous game. In his career in the NFL, he is 16-1 to the spread, is Bill Belichick. That's a tough number for the Dolphins to have to overcome. This will be a dandy under the Monday Night Lights.
Let's go to the mailbag here, Mark, for a question from one of our viewers. It's our friend Kevin up in Forge, New Jersey. He wants to know if his Giants are really this bad. 2 horrible losses in a row to the Colts and the Titans. They are giving 4 points to the only undefeated team left in the NFC. That's the Chicago Bears. What about that line?
Well, obviously, Sid, you don't feel they're that bad. You're proud to say that you're a New York Giant fan.
Not proud, but still wearing the shirt.
Still a fan nonetheless, right? But I believe, Sid, this is the right role for the Giants this week. They're going to catch Chicago off a game that they won Monday night against Green Bay that they should not have won. But nonetheless, they're a victor. They're 3-0. They invade the Giants, who laid a big egg at home last week. It all spells for disaster for the Bears. Hang in there, Giants fans. They're going to come up big Sunday night.
Hopefully the Giants will get to 2-2 if they get themselves to win. Great stuff as always, Mark, folks. If you have any handicapping questions, feel free to send Mark and I an email. We're at theoddscouple@opensports.com. That's theoddscouple@opensports.com. Time for our pick segment. Again, you went 3-0 last week. We're making you money next.